Hi, my name is Courtney Taylor. I'm the daughter of a third-generation prune farmer, and I grew up on a dried plum farm in Yuba City, California.
My name is Melissa Taylor. I'm Courtney's mom and the wife of a third-generation California dried plum farmer and mother of 3.
Prunes are a part of our family. It's like my fun fact when I'm in class. When they say everyone share like something interesting about yourself, I'm like, I grew up on a prune farm, because not many people have heard about prune farming. And my mom and dad will drive down and visit, and I'll be like, Mom, Dad, make sure you bring me prunes.
We take cases down.
She takes
them out to all of her
cases,
friends.
Yeah, because all my friends like them. When my friends start really liking dried plums, I'm like, well, that's a customer for life. But it's great too, because they're so healthy and they are so good for you. And I love it. It's like, it is a sense of pride, because I'm like, my dad grew that, you know, my family did that.
I think a lot of people have a hard time introducing a lot of different healthy foods to their kids, and they just stick with the traditional snacks. Kids are so adventurous, and they'll eat it if you introduce it to them. And getting them to bake with you really does make it fun too.
Hi, I'm Leslie Bonci, registered dietitian, and I have the pleasure and honor of being here today in the Taylor's Kitchen with Melissa Taylor to talk about dried plums, how you use them from literally the time we wake up until the time we go to bed. Hi, how are you?
Leslie. Thank you for being here.
I am delighted to be here in this gorgeous, gorgeous place. So, the health benefits that come in dried plums really make them the whole package. First of all, the California dried plums are a fruit, so we get the benefit of the carbohydrate that's there. They have fiber in it, good for the digestive tract. They have substances in it called phytonutrients, plant nutrients, that are great for heart health, and some very exciting research about the benefit of dried plums for bone health. So literally head to toe. Now, your favorite way to eat dried plums?
My favorite way, and my whole family's favorite way, is just to eat just right out of the bag, just plain prunes. This is how you'll find them mostly at our home. We have a big bowl and put a little lid on it to keep them nice and fresh, and the kids just grab and go.
And if people are not necessarily used to having them that way, you can also incorporate them into the day, right?
So many other ways, correct.
So let's start from the beginning of the day, breakfast, most important meal. How might we use those dried plums?
Well, my husband and I just had this one yesterday morning. It's Greek yogurt. We made our own trail mix, just toasted different types of nuts and an organic coconut flake, actually, we like, because you taste a little bit more. And diced up some prunes, and then we also, my husband makes a prune concentrate, so we drizzled that just for a little sweetness.
And the benefit of using the Greek yogurt, adding some protein, so now we have a complete meal. We have the protein, we've got the carbohydrate, have a little bit of fat, fabulous. So, not just at breakfast time, if we were going to move on through the day and maybe thinking about using dried plums at lunchtime, what could we do?
We do lots of different wraps at our house, and we just diced up some chicken and with prunes, tossed it with balsamic vinegar and any herbs that you like with your chicken. Prunes really lend themselves to most seasonings.
Awesome.
There you go.
All right, breakfast, lunch. What about at dinner time?
Dinner. Well, we have a pork tenderloin, and we did a chipotle sauce on it, which can be a little bit spicy for some people. So we sauteed it with some prunes and tomatoes, onions and garlic, and it really gave it a nice creaminess, then took a little bit of the heat out of it.
And I love that, because it's also not just the dried plums as they are, but incorporated as a puree. And then even with a salad on the side, and a lot of people wouldn't think about putting dried plums into a salad. Why not? Little bits that worked well, a little pecan that's here, a vinaigrette.
Yeah, they're
Absolutely
really nice.
fabulous.
We added some nuts and tomatoes, just a real traditional salad, but gave it a twist.
Can you put dried plums in dessert?
We can. We have a healthy version for dessert. We have Fudgy prune brownies that my daughter made yesterday. Really nice. And when you use prunes, you can eliminate the oils and fats and really drastically reduce your sugar. One of our favorite desserts to make in our house is a prune cake. We stewed prunes until they were mashable, nice and soft, and then we incorporated them into a buttermilk cake. We actually even went completely overboard and added a glaze on top that has just a little bit of oil and buttermilk and some butter, and it's really good.
But how fabulous. And the fact of the matter is that a dessert is supposed to have some degree of indulgence, and quite frankly, it's the balance at the end of the day, right? The add-ins and the takeaways. So we have healthy meals, we have something that provides that element of taste, and we still find dried plums as a way to put that exclamation point on the day.